Talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless, we will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello, and good morning to you, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Brayley's Virtual Tour Live, the morning edition. We made it to Friday, everybody. Praise be unto God for that. Glad to see all of you here. Hello, Linnell. Still a good morning to you. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for you all this morning. You saw the breaking news. I saw the breaking news, rather. We all saw the breaking news. Shannon Sharpe officially being fired from ESPN. I had a feeling when that tape came out of big black man choking small white woman. Yeah, that was the end for him at ESPN, but it was official this week. And apparently there's a new lawsuit. Yeah, we'll get into that. Mercedes-Benz has an amazing piece of technology that is in one of their sedans. Now we're going to talk about the technology, but wait to hear the price point on this, okay? Then, of course, something happened in Saudi Arabia. Now, if you've ever been to a state fair before, you know rides are the main attraction. Well, what happens when a ride goes wrong? I mean, so wrong that it mentally traumatizes you and maybe just want to stay on the ground. We'll get to that. Tyler Perry apparently wants to get the game back together for one of his biggest movie franchises ever. We'll get into that. Nintendo has the Nintendo Switch 2. It's been out for a good minute. Wait till you hear the sales numbers on that. Lucky Strike Entertainment is building their family entertainment center empire, and they have acquired some new properties in their portfolio. We'll get to that. And Universal's Epic Universe, there's an article that is out that CNBC should be taking a victory lap about. I'm going to take that victory lap for them this morning. 7 destinations for you there. With that being said, higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And one thing to know, and two things for sure, that over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Roll it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Now this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you're starting it off right. But I'm waiting for the daylight. And a lot happens early. Can you feel it? And I say,
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
Early.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is Julie Chen Moonves. It is a new morning to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You are absolutely right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully all is well for each and every single one of you. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do, because we do have 7 destinations to get to here. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. We're going to kick it off with Shannon Sharpe, y'all. It is the news of the day, everybody. Here it is right here. From TheWrap.com, Shannon Sharpe out at ESPN after selling $50 million grape lawsuit. The former NFL star turned first take pundit stepped away from the sports network in April amid the allegations. Former NFL star and media analyst Shannon Sharpe will no longer appear on ESPN. The Wrap has learned just a few weeks after selling a $50 million lawsuit in which his ex-girlfriend accused him of rape. The football player turned media personality has not appeared on ESPN since April when the rape lawsuit was first filed, but he was not formally removed from his post as an analyst at the time. Sharpe said he will return to ESPN at the beginning of NFL training camp before the fall, right? His ex-girlfriend accused him of rape in a complaint filed in April. The woman, identified as Jane Doe in the court filing, accused Sharpe of pain and suffering, psychological and emotional distress, mental anguish, embarrassment, and humiliation. Sharpe immediately denied the allegations and claimed the relationship was 100% consensual. The pair's relationship went downhill after the NFL commentator accidentally shared a video of himself having sex on Instagram Live. I think we all remember that. You know, come here, Michelle. Oh, baby. Oh, you're doing so good. Oh, yeah. Man, listen. Yeah, in December, at the time, he said he was embarrassed but dismissed it at large, that he was just being a healthy, active male. Following the $50 million settlement July 19th, a lawyer representing his ex in a statement said that both sides acknowledged a long-term consensual and tumultuous relationship. No criminal charges was filed against Sharpe after its payout. Sharpe retired from the NFL after 14 years playing in the league as a tight end, primarily for the Denver Broncos. He has since had an extensive media career. Sharpe appeared as an NFL studio analyst and a sports talk host at FS1. The football star became a foil for several prominent commentators, debating Skip Bayless on Undisputed and Stephen A. Smith on First Take. Media personality also hosts 2 podcasts, Club Shay Shay and Nightcap, with former wide receiver Chad Ocho Cinco Johnson. The Athletic first reported Sharpe's firing some shots to the Athletic, which is through the New York Times. Like I said, I was surprised about this. Like I said before, when that, audio came out, it was game over, bro. Like, it was what it was. And not to mention, too, she was 19 when you first met her. Cat Williams and Monique both warned Joe behind about all this. Okay, they both warned Joe behind about all this, and you should just date somebody your own age. And let me tell you something, there's some 50-year-olds, bruh. Some 4-year-olds that make some good loving, and you want to be knocking some boots, okay? Listen, so of course, as you guys may or may not know, the Pro Football Hall of Fame weekend is happening here in Canton, Ohio. And Shannon Sharpe's brother will be inducted into the National Football Hall of Fame. So congratulations to him. We have, which is Sterling Sharpe, by the way. So with that being said, right? With that being said, let's get to it because, yeah, this is pretty bad. So he came out and responded on Nightcap. And he feels a way about ESPN. So let's watch this here. Here we go.
Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing.
Let me refresh it so y'all can see it clearly here.
Was going to go up $3, and if I accept it, I get another channel added to it. I tried pulling it up. They had that box on there that you go and take a picture of, but that didn't do a thing. Is there any way I can just tell you, yes, I want it?
I can just do it for you, okay? So you won't have any difficulty.
Bless your heart. I love Philo. I say Philo, and my daughter says, Mama, it's Philo. I call it the wrong thing. But I really love it. I did away with my cable. And so when I saw this come up, I thought, oh my gosh, it's got all the channels I watched on cable. So it's wonderful.
That's perfect. And thanks so much for your time with me, Sheree.
I love this commercial because it reminds me of Gladys from Ellen. If you guys remember Gladys, I think she's passed away since then. But, you know, she called Ellen. They had a conversation. And Glass says, I love Jesus, but I drink a little. Rest in peace to Gladys. Much love to her. All right, let's get to Shannon Sharpe.
Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Before we get started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week. And really, the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, you know, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, you know, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this. I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. You know, that was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been, be it Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN. Thank you guys for your support.
All right, so there you go from Shannon Sharpe. And listen, first of all, I think it is wonderful that Sterling Sharpe is going to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And believe me, while this does have a frequency of energy that is overshadowing it. I believe that when it comes time for your brother to be inducted to the Hall of Fame, it's going to be about your brother. So I don't think you really need to worry about that. I think that's some internalization that you're going through with all this. But bro, just be about your brother. That's all you got to do. But with that being said, there is some more news about Shannon Sharpe that we do get from the Daily Mail here. Shannon Sharpe hit with fresh $20 million lawsuit after being fired by ESPN in wake of rape lawsuit. So Shannon Sharpe is at the center of a new $20 million lawsuit after being accused of defamation by a woman who went viral for her behavior at an Usher concert earlier this year. The former NFL tie-in, and TV personality who was fired by ESPN this week, recently settled a $50 million rape lawsuit filed against him by one of his ex-girlfriends back in April. Despite the settlement, ESPN have relieved Sharpe 57 of his duties almost 2 years since prying him away from rivals Fox Sports. According to the U.S. Sun, he has now been hit with a new lawsuit after being sued for $20 million by Jametta Tillman, a woman from Chicago who went viral after a flirty moment with Usher at one of his concerts in April. Tillman, who is said to be suing Sharpe, his nightcap podcast. Say that 3 times. His nightcap podcast. Co-host Chad Johnson and his production company Shay Media alleges the host not only peddled a false narrative about her marital status. Her steamy interaction with Usher caused a stir on social media at the time, with fans picking up on the intensity between them at the concert. So this is the woman here. Okay, this is the woman. Okay, this is Jamila Tillman. This is the woman who is suing Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco. Okay, now I'm gonna finish the rest of this. Then I'm gonna have my thoughts on this. Right here, Auntie Please. Right here, the former ESPN star claimed Tillman's husband was leaving her after the steamy moment at Usher's concert with viral online. She alleges that she was not married at the time. Though despite her claims that she is not married, Sharpe and Johnson joked that Tillman's husband was divorcing on the back of the viral clip. In court papers, she reportedly alleged on April 2nd, 2025, I participated in a fan engagement moment at a Usher Raymond concert where I interacted with the artist as a selected audience member. Following this event, the defendants made and disseminated false and defamatory statements suggesting that I was married and that my husband was filing for divorce due to my participation in this artist experience. I am not married, nor am I currently going through a divorce. Tillman continued, I was not married at the time of the fan participation moment during the Usher concert. The defendants' false narratives were shared widely across their platforms, reaching millions of followers. Viral spread, refutation efforts, and despite my clear and public reputation of the false narrative, Tillman, a single mother and global director for the Harold Washington Cultural Center, claims she went on national media shows to refute the allegations made by Sharpe and Johnson. The defendants continue to post the defamatory content across their social media platforms. She added, I made numerous attempts to contact the defendants to request the removal of this false narrative, but these requests were disregarded. Tillman said the false statements have caused significant harm to my character reputation. She's reportedly seeking $20 million in damages. DailyMail.com has reached out to Shannon Sharpe's legal team for comment. So, of course, you know Shannon Sharpe, you know Chad Ochocinco. Oh, Lord. Sharpe was previously sued for defamation by Brett Favre over comments he made about the Green Bay Packers legend's connection to a welfare misspending case during the episode of Fox Sports Dispute in 2022. They were protected. Sharpe has been embroiled in controversy this year after a woman identified as one of his ex-girlfriends accused him of raping her on 2 occasions over the course of their relationship in a bombshell loss. The First Take star, the former First Take star, who denied the allegations, stepped away from his part-time duties with ESPN, vowed to return later in the year once he had proven his innocence. Yet, just weeks after the accuser reached a settlement and retracted the allegations, it was revealed on Wednesday that he has been fired by ESPN after almost 2 years. Sharpe addressed his shock departure later in the evening, saying at the start of his Nightcap podcast, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really asked is, guys, could we have waited until Monday? My brother's going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really want it to be about him. I want it to be about my family. I said this coming out will overshadow everything he worked his entire life for. Unfortunately, it did happen that way. Sharpe's younger brother Sterling is set to be officially inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame at a enshrinement ceremony in Canton, Ohio next week, 14 years after his older sibling received the same honor. Sterling, who spent all 7 years of his NFL career with the Green Bay Packers, where he became a 5-time Pro Bowl, a 3-time All-Pro wide receiver while leading the league in reception in 3 separate seasons. Shannon is a 3-time Super Bowl champion who enjoyed 2 successful stints with the Denver Broncos and a brief spell with the Baltimore Ravens in his 13-year career. After stressing he really enjoyed his time with ESPN and that he was very grateful for the opportunity, Sharpe stressed that he was disappointed to upstage his brother with the news of his accident. They did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. He added about his now former employers, but I just wish this thing could have waited until Monday because I hate the fact that I've overshadowed my brother, the first 2 brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline's going to be for the next few days. So, like I said, ESPN had to make it official, right? Everybody was hooing and hollering and everything in between about, is it true? And they had to do what they needed to do because that's the name of the game. You know what I mean? And here's the thing, like I said, for all that ESPN is worth, right? And for all that Fox Sports 1 is worth, I would like to believe that they're already in Canton, Ohio, for all their live broadcasts, the control room trucks, the broadcasting trucks are already outside. Everybody is getting ready for it. They got the cables layered. They're doing technical rehearsals. They're making sure the lighting, the sound, everything is right. And like I said, this is a full-time job for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So I am sure that the Pro Football Hall of Fame and ESPN, Fox Sports 1, and all of the sports content creators, they will be there to cover your brother. Like I said, this new lawsuit, I'm going to just be real about it. If a woman has said that she is not married, right, and she has proven that this, that, and the third, then all you got to do is just do the right thing. Now, do I believe she's going to get $20 million? Probably not. I do believe that she might get, maybe $5 million to shut her up and, can't talk about the settlement out of court. That's probably what's going to end up happening. But, I do believe that she deserves something. If she said that she was not married and Chad Ochocinco and, Shannon Sharpe kept pushing it, it is what it is. So, with that being said, more Burnley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from this space right here, right now. Y'all, check this out. I saw this morning. I thought it was so cool from Fortune Magazine, fortune.com. Really? Oh, give me a moment. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Give me a moment. There we go. There's always somebody reposting it. Yes, indeed. Man. It's all good, though. But that's where I originally got the source from. But here it is here from Fortune Magazine, fortune.com. Mercedes-Benz new $50,000 luxury sedan lets your boss watch you drive during Microsoft Teams meetings. So here we go. From MSN.com, courtesy of Fortune magazine, Fortune.com. Mercedes-Benz and Microsoft have collaborated to allow drivers in the new CLA model to record themselves with its in-camera during team meetings. A video stream of the meeting visible to the driver on the car's central display turns off once they're in motion. They can still contribute the meeting through other new features like expanded chat function for reading and writing messages and the integration of voice control for text input. So basically, here is the camera right here, right? And so there you are right there. So it pulls up your calendar right here, frequently contacted, your calendar, and your chat. So when you are driving, you will still be able to talk and, pull up articles and, PowerPoints and all that stuff. I thought this was cool, but also too, it's really dangerous, really, to be, driving while talking. Now, if you're a professional, you're a professional, but still, I thought this was cool because honestly, cars have become supercomputers in recent years. So let's get into it here. Mercedes-Benz and Microsoft have teamed up to bring you more meetings now with in-car productivity. You can join a Teams meeting while you drive to and from work. The German automaker said that its 2026 luxury sedan CLA model includes an in-camera car that allows Microsoft Teams meeting participants to see drivers that are streaming while on the road. The feature marks the latest attempt from Mercedes-Benz to offer an even more efficient way to work within the vehicle, according to the car maker's announcement. The $60 billion, you heard me correctly, $60 billion car maker aims to revolutionize its in-house developed multimedia operating system that powers the central display screen in the new model. A Mercedes-Benz spokesperson declined to comment on the price range of the new CLA model and said the company will officially announce pricing closer to launch. Motor Trend estimates that these cars to be priced between $44,000 and $78,000. Now, of course, $44,000 is the base model. $78,000 is the high-end model. Kelly Blue Book expects the 2026 Mercedes-Benz CLA to start around $50,000. The CLA is the first model of a completely new family of vehicles to utilize the technology. A Mercedes-Benz spokesperson told Fortune the meetings app for Teams was already available in previous car models, but the in-car camera used to display drivers in meetings is the first of its kind. The camera is built into the screen above the central display. However, when the car is in motion, drivers can't see the meeting, but colleagues and bosses can see the driver. After pressing the gas, the driver sees a speaker's contact icon as if they were just in a hands-free phone call. The feature differs from Tesla's in-car zoom meeting feature, which requires the car to be in park for the video feature to display the driver. The automaker will start the process of integrating the update of the Meetings app this summer for cars with the fourth generation Mercedes-Benz user experience, the MBUX interface. Initially in Europe and later this year in the United States. According to the spokesperson, vehicles with the third generation MBUX will also receive these features soon. To be sure, the video stream projected on the central display turns off automatically as soon as the vehicle is in motion to minimize distraction and maximize safety. The spokesperson said this prevents the driver from viewing side share screens or other participants of the meeting. Yet the safety feature does not stop them from being able to listen and contribute to the meeting like any other hands-free phone call. The updated Meetings app comes with features including quick access to favorite contacts, the ability to jump directly from the calendar into a Teams meeting, an expanded chat function for reading and writing messages, and the integration of voice control for text input. The Mercedes-Benz spokesperson said the National Transportation Safety Board says crash data or data and research indicate personal electronic devices such as cell phones and tablets are one of the greatest contributors to driver distraction. Calls distracted driving a public health problem. Hands-free is not risk-free, the National Transportation Safety Board said, adding that hands-free use of devices do not reduce driver distraction, but rather contribute to cognitive distraction. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration recognizes 3 categories of distracted driving: visual, manual, and cognitive distractions. Cell phones and navigation devices are often culprit when it comes to distracted driving, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. In 2023, 3,275 people were killed. Oh my God! I didn't know that many people. Good Lord. In distraction-affected crashes, according to the federal agency. The built-in camera is used for other functions, including tracking the driver's eye movement to prevent the driver from distraction when the co-driver is watching video, streaming content, or gaming while on the move. First of all, you should not be gaming or streaming content while you're on the move. Okay? You should not be doing that. Let me see if there's a video of this, right? Hang on. Microsoft meetings. See, there we go. Okay. There's got to be a video on this. That's 2 years ago. So let me see something. Okay, there is a video on it, so we'll watch that here in just a minute. Because I actually found this really fascinating. Let me get back to you guys here. The built-in camera. Oh yeah, I already read all that. No state has implemented the National Traffic Safety Board's recommendation for a ban on the use of all personal electronic devices while driving, except in case of emergency. Given the Mercedes-Benz commitment on safety, the use of the camera abides by the laws of each country has been approved for use on the move, the spokesperson said. July 30th, 2026, a Mercedes-Benz spokesperson told Fortune the price has not yet been announced for the all-new CLA and declined to provide a price range. So, first of all, I think that this is so fascinating. Like I said before, cars have become supercomputers over the years. I mean, it's to the point where, Ford GLTE, was in Chevrolet vehicles and Fords and, of course, Ford F-150s. There's a lot of construction, managers that, they go to different construction sites. So you're able to pull up, your laptop, your tablet, your phone, all of that. Not to mention, too, now they got F-150s where you can lay the seat all the way down so you can sleep in your truck on the site so that way you can wake up in the morning, do what you need to do. Because sometimes it's 24/7 round-the-clock operation, right? So with that being said, I think it's really cool. Just got to be careful with it, obviously. But here is a video on that. Here we go.
Hi Satya, hey, great to see you again. And finally we're doing it. We're having a video conference about Microsoft meetings in the car. No, it is. It's wonderful to have that first team's call on a Mercedes-Benz car is fantastic. It's great, and I'm going to demonstrate how smart this is by driving. So for you, the video conference continues. For me, it automatically turns itself into a call. So I'll start driving now from your point of view. Satya, what's next? What's going to happen next on the AI? Yeah, it's so exciting, quite frankly, to see this all come to fruition. In fact, the other application that's also going to come beyond Teams is even Microsoft Copilot. So, I'll be able to use Microsoft's a lot. In fact, I use it all the time now, which is to be able to on my drive and asking I have a meeting with Ola, give me the latest and greatest with Mercedes-Benz and what we working on. Hey, we talked about how you can in this environment where you can integrate literally every function also use your car as an office. I can't stress enough how crucial the partnership with Microsoft has been over these last years to make this happen. Really excited about the partnership. Mercedes-Benz.
So there you go. So that is how it's going to work. I think that this is very interesting, like I said. And like I said, for $50,000, you know what I mean? That's not too bad. Now, of course, we don't know if this is going to be in the base model. I'm sure that this Teams meeting app function we'll definitely be able to. We'll definitely probably be on the higher end. Let me see something. Of course, they don't have pricing out right now. And not to mention, too, it's going to be a completely redesigned model, transitioning to an all-electric version first, followed by a gas-powered version. So if you're still about gas, okay, you will be able to get it. So here is the new 2026 CLA sedan. This is the interior here. So, and this is the, low tier Mercedes-Benz there. So as you can see here, looks like you have a central console, of course, but you also have a screen for the passenger. So this is your screen, this is their screen. So they could be watching Netflix here, having Bluetooth connected to them watching the movie while you are trying to do what you need to do. Right here, let's see here. So first in the electric lineup to feature both a J1772 plug and NACS charger port for DC fast charging, and the CLA 250 Plus and CLA 350 can plug into a growing network of compatible 800-volt high-power public chargers like Mercedes-Benz high-power charging hubs. Every CLA will come equipped with a CCS to NACS DC fast charging adapter to ensure access to the Mercedes-Benz integrated network of 800-volt fast charging stations. So it looks like you'll be able to add up to 201 miles of charge at compatible 800-volt DC fast charging stations within 10 minutes. And not to mention, too, the CLA is the first Mercedes-Benz in 90 years to offer a front trunk. So the engine's going to be in the back, and the trunk is going to be in the front. So, of course, you're going to have to go to a Mercedes-Benz dealership to get that engine worked on. So right here, as you can see, here's the performance. Here's this here. Available MBUX Super Screen, so that's the dual screen there. And then, of course, they have driver intelligence systems, MB Drive, Driver Assist Plus, Parking Assist, and Parking Assist 360. So basically, the car will park itself, right? So that is pretty much it there. Here's the exterior. Nice exterior. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all see this? That lights up at night. Now, that's cool. That is cool. I like that. And then here's the interior here. So that's all we get. Okay, so you got the PAL shifters there. You got the call function. You got the, touchpad there. You got tactile control functions there. So that's all we get. That we ain't getting none more, nothing else. We don't know what the back seat look like. Not a thing, but it should be interesting. And listen, I'm sure there'll be a viral YouTube video from somebody's Mercedes-Benz sedan, and there'll be a whole kick. All right, y'all. So imagine that you are overseas on vacation, right? This is our next destination, right? So more Brayley's Virtual Tour live coming up right from the space right here, right now. Like I said, imagine you're overseas on vacation, and you go to a theme park, and this happens to you, okay? So let me pull this up here. So this was in Saudi Arabia. This comes to us from the national UAE channel. Now, trigger warning for everybody. Now, in the US, this is like a, pendulum swing, right? And sometimes it goes back and forth, and sometimes it goes 360, okay? That's not what happened here. Yeah, you saw that correctly. A person flew out of that. Yeah. So with that being said, let's get to the details. From People Magazine, People.com, 23 injured after theme park ride breaks in half and crashes to the ground. Authorities said that they were investigating the cause of the ride's collapse. Need to know, over 20 people were injured after a theme park ride broke in half and crashed to the ground at Green Mountain Park in Taraf, Saudi Arabia. A video of the incident shared on social media showed the ride calling it the 360 degrees, breaking in half as it made its ascent. Authorities told local outlets that they were investigating the cause of the ride's collapse. Nearly 24 people have been reportedly injured after a theme park ride broke in half and crashed in Saudi Arabia. The incident, which was captured on video and shared in multiple posts on Twitter, occurred at Green Mountain Park in Taraf on Thursday, July 31st, yesterday, local time, according to CNN News 18, NDTV, and the Houston Times. The video shared online, people could be seen riding the 360 degrees, which normally has riders strapped into their chairs along a revolving platform that has been flipped in the air from side to side while connected to a central pole. The ride appears to kick off as normal, showing the riders being flipped halfway through the air. However, as the ride gains speed on the upward swing, the central pole suddenly breaks in half. The platform comes crashing down. The riders bounced from the impact as their seats hit the ground hard as nearby bystanders screamed. In total, 23 people were injured and 3 people in critical condition, per CNN News 18 and NDTV, which cited the Kajil Times. Eyewitnesses told the Kajil Times they saw riders get injured while falling despite being strapped in their seats. They also saw the possible pole recoil at a high-speed, striking some people who had been standing on the opposite side of the ride. Several people were treated at the scene before being transferred to nearby hospitals, per the outlet's. Hospitals in Taraf declared a code yellow emergency, which signifies a disaster or massive casualty event, according to CNN News 18. Law enforcement were dispatched to the scene shortly after it occurred, according to NDTV. Authorities have launched an investigation into the incident in order to find out what may have caused the ride to collapse. This isn't the first time an amusement park accident has occurred this year. A 24-year-old woman named Priyanka died after a roller coaster malfunctioned at an amusement park in Delhi, India in April, according to India Today. She had been on the roller coaster swing when it broke and came crashing to the ground. She was taken to the hospital with severe injuries and was later pronounced dead. So rest in peace to Priyanka. And also to prayers up to everybody that rode that 360 degrees ride. I mean, first of all, you never hope that would happen on your vacation. Just tragic, sad, just I mean, where can you go that's safe anymore? Like, not freaking anybody out, but just sincerely asking a genuine question there. So with that being said, we're going to take a little bit of a commercial break here, and we will be back with more Brainley's Virtual Tour Live after this, because I feel like we just need to breathe with that for a minute. And we'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward,
with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mira's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Introducing the greatest escape in the Caribbean, the island you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Great Life on Great Stirrup Cay. This is the greatest pool you've ever seen life, 28,000 square feet of it, and the epic water park life. It's where you can truly experience the whoa life and the floating through paradise life. It's time to escape to a mind-blowing, sky-high tower of water slides and the Here We Go life. Escape to the one more please wherever you please life and kick it into high gear. Escape to where you can kick back and relax. The great life is waiting. Escape to the incredible new Great Stirrup Cay, only with Norwegian Cruise Line.
I'm loving it.
All right, back. Welcome back into Brayley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all of you here. That was a lot for that story. So, normally we're able to go straight through, but I just want to take a little commercial break just to be able to give you and I and us just some breathing time. All right, let's get to our next destination here. Tyler Perry. He is in the lawsuits that he is in. But in the meantime, between time, Tyler Perry did something big on social media from Variety.com. Tyler Perry confirms Why Did I Get Married 3 and teases original cast return. Tyler Perry is asking Why Did I Get Married again to clarify the music mogul isn't actually wed, but he's finished the script for the long-awaited third movie in the Why Did I Get Married franchise, which has been rumored to continue in recent years. On Wednesday, Perry posted the cover page of the table draft version of the script for the movie, seemingly Why Did I Get Married Again, with the caption, I'm just going to sit this right here. He conspicuously tagged franchise main cast Tasha Smith, Sarah Leo, Michael Jai White, Lamar Rucker, Jill Scott, and Janet Jackson. UC has got over 100,000 likes. The news marks a change in course for Perry, who last December shut down the room for 3 quarters. I don't think so, Perry told Sherry Shepherd on her talk show when she asked for a status update on the project. I want to, but there's a lot of logistics to try to get together. So hopefully we can pull it together, but we'll see. Everybody's got things going on, so timing will have to fall in place, and then everything else will have to fall in place. So more to come. So there you go, guys, an update on Why Did I Get Married 3. Now listen, I need to be Sheila's new man in this, okay, because y'all not gonna spoil the Cougar Cub relationship, okay, Tyler? I'm just keeping it a buck with you, all right? So there is that update there. All right, so from Why Did I Get Married Again to Nintendo doing it again. You see what I did there? Yes, indeed, from Variety.com. Nintendo's Switch 2 sales near 6 million sales, everybody, all right? So sales for the Nintendo Switch 2 consoles have reached 5,820,000 since its June 5th release, right? So June, July. So it's been out for a good while. So the Japan-based video game giant revealed along with its latest earnings results Friday, looking at hardware sales volume in the first quarter of this fiscal year. Nintendo Switch 2 sales have totaled 5.82 million units, and the Nintendo Switch sales declined 53.5% year on year to 0.98 billion units. Well, of course the Nintendo Switch sales are going to fall off because everybody wants the new thing, right? Nintendo say in English language explanatory materials accompanying the financials, Nintendo Switch is now in its 9th year since launch, and so a year-on-year decline in sales is expected, but it continues to show stable sales. Currently, Nintendo is still projecting Nintendo Switch 2 sales will reach 15 units by next March. Nintendo Switch 2 specific game sales have hit a modest 8.67 million units, which Nintendo attributes to the fact that many consumers have purchased hardware bundled with Mario Kart World, and that there was a wide variety of titles from other software publishers. For those of you who missed it, there was a partner showcase Nintendo Direct yesterday that happened at 9 a.m. So third-party titles were, announced yesterday. Nintendo Switch game sales stood at 24.4 million units, a decline of 20.4% from the comparable period in 2024. However, it should be noted that Nintendo says because Nintendo Switch 2 could play Nintendo Switch titles, people who are purchasing Nintendo Switch software include not only owners of Nintendo Switch, but people who have but also people who have bought Nintendo Switch 2. For the April 1st, June 30th quarter, which Nintendo counts as its first fiscal quarter 2026, Nintendo reported a revenue of 572.3 billion Japanese yen, approximately $3.8 billion, which is up 132% year over year. Operating profit stood at 56.9 billion yen, 380 million. So Nintendo is succeeding in life. And of course, next. So look at that. I'm sure world premiere will be happening at the Universal Cinema in Orlando, Florida, and then the after party will be at Super Nintendo World in Orlando, Florida. Okay, so listen, that's definitely on the way. Just because I haven't said doesn't mean it's not happening. So with that being said, speaking of Super Nintendo World and theme parks and everything else, let's get into it. From Lucky Strike Entertainment, Lucky Strike Entertainment continues portfolio expansion with acquisition of 2 iconic water parks and 3 landmark family entertainment centers, or FECs. From Richmond, Virginia, Lucky Strike Entertainment, one of the world's premier owner and operators of location-based entertainment, today announced the acquisition of 2 iconic water parks, Raging Waters Los Angeles and Wet and Wild Emerald Point. Now, if you remember Wet and Wild, there was a Wet and Wild location owned by Universal and Resort, and they turned that into Volcano Bay. There's actually a ride that honors Wet and Wild at Volcano Bay. So yes, indeed. And 3 high-performing family entertainment centers, Castle Park in Riverside, California, Boomers Vista, California, and Boomers Palm Springs, California. These venues attract over 1.5 million annual guests and reinforce Lucky Strike's growing presence in the water park, amusement, and family entertainment center formats. This acquisition relates to our vision to build the leading platform of location-based entertainment destinations in North America, said Thomas Shannon, founder, chairman, and CEO of Lucky Strike Entertainment. Each of these properties have deep roots and established guest loyalty in their communities. We see tremendous opportunity to elevate the guest experience and continue our playbook of strategic investment in high return opportunities to expand our portfolio, creating network economies between the assets and reshaping the future of entertainment. Raging Waters Los Angeles, located in San Dimas, is the largest water park in California. It has been a summer tradition for generations of Southern California families. Set across approximately 60 acres, the park features more than 50 attractions, including 14 signature water slides, wave pools, lazy rivers, and splash zones. It draws approximately 450,000 visitors annually. The park remains one of the most iconic and recognizable water destinations on the West Coast. Wet and Wild Emerald Point in Greensboro, North Carolina, is one of the largest and most recognizable water parks in the Southeast, spanning 40 acres with over 40 attractions, including high thrill slides, a massive wave pool, and family-friendly splash zones. It has built a allure following as a top destination for seasonal recreation across the Piedmont Triad region over the last few decades. Excuse me, y'all. Castle Park in Riverside, California is a 24-acre regional amusement park with deep roots in the Inland Empire, originally developed by amusement industry pioneer Bud Herbert. You know what I'm thinking of when I say that? But from Despicable Me with those damn minions that I love so much. In 1976, the park blends nostalgic charm with more than 20 rides, 4 themed miniature golf courses, midway games, and a 2-story arcade. Castle Park attracts over 250,000 visitors annually and benefits from its high visibility location along the 91 freeway, so 250,000 visitors there. Yes, indeed. And then right here, getting close to basically 500,000 people going to Raging Waters in Los Angeles there. Boomers Vista in North San Diego County is a high-quality family entertainment center with go-karts, laser tag, ballot cages, 2 18-hole mini golf courses, and 99 game arcade with roughly 150,000 visitors annually. Boomers Vista has long been a popular destination for birthday parties, group outings, and year-round family fun. And Boomers Palm Springs offers a vibrant mix of indoor-outdoor attractions on 3.5 acres in the heart of the Coachella Valley. The park includes go-karts, bumper boats, a rock wall, batting cages, 3 mini golf courses, and over 85 arcade games. It welcomes both the local community and tourists seeking a unique family-friendly experience. In closing, Thomas Shannon stated, "This is a major step in our long-term strategy. Each of these properties complements our portfolio, adds to our scale economies, and the network effects of having a nationwide rain or shine offering for our valued guests." Look, about Lucky Strike Entertainment. Lucky Strike Entertainment is one of the world's premier location-based entertainment platforms with over 360 locations across North America. Lucky Strike Entertainment provides exceptional offerings in bowling, amusements, water parks, and family entertainment centers. The company also owns the Professional Bowlers Association, the PBA, the Major League of Bowling, and a growing media property that boasts millions of fans around the globe. For more information on Lucky Strike Entertainment, visit IR, which stands for Investor Relations, LuckyStrikeEntertainment.com, and then me at IR at LSENT.com. So first of all, shout out to Lucky Strike Entertainment for getting these. I wish they would have claimed Playtime Pizza and Wire Roof for Country. They couldn't do that because they couldn't do that because those two places didn't pay their taxes. They should still be there. There's supposed to be some family fun. There's supposed to be some family entertainment center built where Wire Country is supposed to be. Nobody is driving 1 hour to Hot Springs, to Magic Springs, to go to a water park. No disrespect to Magic Springs. I've been there. It is lovely. It is. But come on. You need something in Little Rock. Just saying. Speaking of Epic Universe, or theme parks rather, let's go to Epic Universe, Universal's Epic Universe. If you're wondering what Universal's Epic Universe is looking like, here's a preview of that. Roll it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe. A new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Is Universal's Epic Universe. Now, we talked about this article right here leading up to the grand opening, so I'm going to revisit this article because it's going to lead us to our destination here. From CNBC.com, Universal's new Epic Universe set to generate $2 billion for Florida in year 1. Key points: Universal's Epic Universe theme park opens May 22nd, which is already open. The first major theme park development in Florida in 25 years, 2 decades and a half. The theme park, a part of a 750-acre development, is expected to generate $2 billion for the state of Florida in its first year of operation. Now, here's a little inside tea. You ready? Ron the dumbass, right? Because he didn't like Disney standing up for itself and wanted to be for diversity, equity, inclusion. He took away the Red Creek District, which when Walt Disney World was created, the Red Creek District was created so that way Walt Disney World had its own fire department, own police department, own EMT, everything in between. They also have their own city called Celebration Florida, okay? And because of that, Florida did not have to pay any bills for Disney, right? Disney had to pay all their own bills. But because of the Don't Say Gay bill, right, Ron DeSantis, or Ron the dumbass, took away the special district and then gave Universal their own special district. And on top of that, Ron the dumbass and his wife got married at Disney World. Yeah, I know. Epic Universe is projected to create more than 17,500 new jobs across the country, in its first year of opening. So there it is right here. Beyond this gate, find Gardens Green. and epic worlds to fill your dreams. That is a part of the Chronos. That is the Central Hub, where you go through that into Celestial Park, and then from there you got How to Train Your Dragon Owlberg in this quadrant. Then in the next quadrant you have Harry Potter Ministry of Magic in that quadrant. Then this quadrant you have Dark Universe, and then this quadrant you have Super Nintendo World. Yeah, like I said, if you missed out on the grand opening celebration, don't worry about it. We covered it all 5 hours. And y'all, I have to say, I could have done better and would have done better if I was hosting it. It should have been live on NBC, streaming live on Peacock, but they missed their moment, okay? Epic things are coming to Orlando in a little more than a month, Universal will officially open the doors of its newest theme park, the first major theme park in the Florida area in 25 years, spurring a major shift in Orlando's tourism industry. Epic Universe is the largest of all Universal properties at 750 acres and features 5 themed worlds: the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, Super Nintendo World, How to Train Your Dragon, Owlberg, Celestial Park, and Dark Universe. It will join Universal Orlando's other theme parks and Walt Disney World in the theme park mecca Orlando. Tourism has long been the leading sector in Central Florida, drawing domestic and international visitors. More than 74 million people journeyed to Orlando, Florida in 2023, contributing around 50% of the total sales tax collected in Orange County. Epic Universe is not only expected to bolster theme park revenues for Universal, but as well as its rival just down the highway, Disney, but it will also bring in billions of dollars to the local economy. This is the first major entirely new theme park in the United States in 25 years. This is a compelling reason to visit Orlando, said Cassandra Mache, CEO of Visit Orlando, a tourism trade association. So when you see a major milestone project such as Epic Universe, you know it's going to definitely have a domino effect of economic benefits for our community. And this is Astrid Hofferson with Stormfly, and that is an actual dragon walking around. Yeah, that's a tactile dragon that you can actually touch and pet, and eyes blinking, teeth, it's amazing. Let's see here. Epic Universe, first announced in 2019, represents the largest single investment Universal's parent company Comcast has ever made in its theme park business in Florida overall. Comcast CEO Brian Roberts said at the time that the figure was rumored to be around $7 billion. This massive endeavor, which opened May 22nd, is a way for Universal to showcase and monetize its diverse library of franchises and bolster amusement business. It currently operates Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios Florida, as well as Volcano Bay, a theme park. I'm gonna need y'all to get that right, okay? Like, give me a moment. I can't. Here it is, here, y'all. Watch this. Roll it.
When we start a project, we always start with story. That story is key. So we began with the story of the Waturi people. The myth of the Waturi people is that long ago, they set out on their outrigger canoes looking for a new home. There was a legend that said they could only find this new home with the help of this mini golden-finned fish called Kanuku. And they searched across Pacifica and Polynesia, and they visited all these islands. They went to Bali and Tahiti and went as far as Rapa Nui, Easter Island. Along the way, they made friends, collected sort of the culture, and they sailed on and on and on, and they almost to the edge of the world. There, to their amazement, was Kanuku. And she turned to the people and said, "You are ready." Turned and swam away. They followed, and within a day, they caught sight of this smoking mountain on the horizon, which was Volcano Bay. And it was pristine, beautiful, lush, everything that they would want in a home. And that's the backstory that informs everything we do in our design. The idea here is to create the best experience. We know what our guests want. They want the thrill and excitement of our theme parks, but they also want a place where they can relax and chill out and feel pampered. Nobody wants to stand in line. And so we said, let's get rid of them. Nobody wants to carry rafts up a ride tower all the way to the top. So we said, let's do that for you. exhilaration and excitement and relaxation. That's what you're going to get at Volcano Bay.
Saw that, right? It said Universal's Volcano Bay Water Theme Park, our third theme park, Rises, grand opening May 25th of that year when it opened. I think it was it was in the 2020s, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, okay, it's the third theme park. It's not a water park, CNBC, and all you content creators out there in the theme park industry, sector, fandom. I love y'all, but good damn. Moving on. About a mile down the road, Universal Orlando generated $44 billion. You heard me correctly. $44 billion in economic impact between 2019 and 2023, according to a report from Shannon Sharpe, director of the University of Central Florida's Institute for Economic Forecasting. That was solicited by the media company. Universal's newest theme park is already making waves. Sharpe determined that Universal's direct investment Epic Universe has resulted in $11 billion of economic impact nationwide in the form of construction and operational expenditures, as well as the hiring of new employees. That is inside the Monsters Unchained Frankenstein experiment in the Dark Universe area there. Universal Orlando generated 94,000 jobs across the country in 2023, including engineers, software specialists, architects, and set designers, according to Snap's study. About 65,000 jobs were created just to construct Epic Universe, the company said. Sonar's research also found that Epic Universe will likely generate around $2 billion for the state of Florida in its first year of operation. It is projected to create more than 17,500 new jobs across the country in its first year of opening, according to Sonar's research. The labor market in Florida is quite strong now, Snap said. So it's sort of the rich get richer here. We're projecting that Florida will continue to outpace the national economy in both terms of economic growth and job growth. Once the park opens, visitors will stay at local hotels, rent cars, go shopping, visit businesses, boosting revenues from other local businesses. You see the zone around Epic Universe actually boosting since that construction, said Jacob Wall, CEO of the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions, or IAPA for short. You see new infrastructure, you see new housing, you see new hotels being built, you see new restaurants being built. It's a boost for the whole area. Theme park experts told CNBC that other destinations in the area, including Disney, will likely see a bump from Epic Universe's opening. When Disneyland Paris opened up in '92, there were concerns from the theme parks around Paris. Said, but the opposite actually happened. They increased their attendance rather. And that's something which is likely to happen also in Orlando because it strengthens the destination. New developments, whether they be parks, lands, or rides, also spark new competition between the companies to create more compelling and innovative attractions to local guests. It's a rising tide that lifts all boats, says Mage. Typically, both Universal and Disney receive patronage from those visiting Orlando, especially from guests who are traveling from out of state or other countries. Having the additional theme park means many will extend their vacations to allow more time to experience Epic Universe alongside Universal's 3 other theme parks and Disney's 4 theme parks. What we do know is that every day someone extends their stay, that it's millions of dollars worth of economic impact for our community, Mark said. Disclosure: Comcast owns NBC Universal, the parent company of CNBC. So I brought this article back up because of our destination here. Okay, now remember what CNBC said, that within the first year, Universal was going to generate $2 billion from Epic Universe. Check this out. This came out yesterday from Theme Park Insider from Robert Niles. Epic Universe drives higher revenue at Universal Parks. Revenues soared nearly 19% at the Universal theme parks in the past 3 months compared with the same period 1 year ago, parent company Comcast reported yesterday. Universal theme parks reported $2.349 billion. Let me zoom in on that right there. $2.349 billion. $2.349 billion. That's $2.349 billion in revenue for the first 3 months ending June 30th, 2025. That is up from $1.975 billion. That's $1.975 billion for the same period, 2024. The revenue increase helped drive a 4.1 ITBA, that's earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, to 658 million, rather. I was about to say billion, but million for the core. The big change for Universal this year was the official opening of Universal Orlando's Epic Universe theme park in May. After limiting attendance for its first few days, Universal is expanding ticket sales, driving higher revenue gains for the new park, and pass holder tickets or pass holder passes will be coming, right? Or annual passes, rather. We are pleased with the early results, as Epic is already driving a higher per capita spending and attendance across the entirety of the Universal Orlando Resort, with strong food and merchandise sales and minimal impact on attendance at Universal Studios Florida. And House of Venture Comcast President Mike Cavanaugh said, "Our near-term focus is on expanding ride throughput to reduce early attendance constraints. Epic is trending in line with our expectations and is well on its way to transforming Universal Orlando into a true week-long destination." Next up for Universal this quarter is the opening of its first Universal Horror Unleashed, a year-round Halloween Horror Nights-like experience that is set to open on August 14th in Las Vegas. There's another location opening up in Chicago early next year. So there you go. Let's see here. I did my part. Sidebar: the pina coladas and pizza at Epic are dangerous. The food and beverage budgets go out the window every time I visit, and water is wet. Short of Universal really opening their books to show the full cost to develop, build, and operate Epic, there's very little in these data to evaluate the true success of the new park right now. There's no doubt the park is generating revenue for the company, but it's unclear whether it's carrying its weight. Pleased with the early results and trending in line for expectations, do not convey much enthusiasm regarding the performance of the expanded resort. So those are some comments there from the comment section. Like I said, congratulations and shout out to CNBC for being right on the money. Y'all, that is our show. I wanted to bring y'all two, positive news stories here since we're just talking now. Check this out. Now, this is something new. Now, of course, online dating is getting hard out here, okay? But check this out from ABC7 Eyewitness News. New single riders dating app made for adult Disney fans, okay? So here we go. A new app could help Disney lovers find their happily ever after. The app is called Single Riders. It's designed for people who share a mutual passion for theme parks. In a social media post, one of the founders of the app teased the concept and invited Disney fans to get involved. The founder is known as Joe the Bearded Nerd on TikTok. He explained in a social media post that the idea came after he was stood up for a date. "I did what any other Orlando local does, and I went to Disney." He said in the video, "I realized we needed a Disney dating app. The app is expected to have a romantic and friendship option. Many are excited about the concept, as Disney adults often visit theme parks by themselves. I go to the theme parks alone. It would be awesome to have a feature that shows if other singles are at the park at the same time." Robert McGurn commented on the post. Creators said that they hope to release a beta version this year. And so as you see here, there is Mouse Mingle that I'm sure has some comments of, "Hold up, shorty, hold up, ish. Hold up, shorty, hold up, ish. Hold up, shorty, hold up, ish." But Mouse Mingle is for Disney, right? I think the Single Riders app, it could expand to Universal. It could expand to Dollywood. It could expand to Six Flags. It could expand to international parks, right? So I thought this was really, really cool. And honestly, I was signed up for it because I really do love talking about theme parks all the time with all of you. And so, yeah, shout out to that. Hopefully the app is very successful. And of course, you guys saw the commercial for, the private island Great Stirrup Cay by Norwegian Cruise Line. Well, they also have a new ship. So let's get into some cruise news here. Here we go. From Palm Beach Illustrated. All aboard! The new Norwegian Aqua. That was a downbeat, wasn't it? The Norwegian Aqua, the debut vessel in Norwegian Cruise Line's Prima Plus class, boasts a bigger build, sharper design, and next level thrills. So here is the Norwegian Aqua. And by the way, that is an original art piece. So for the bow and the stern of the ships, they actually do, art pieces. So they get local artists which is really cool, right? Now, up here, I'm going to explain what up there is in just a minute. Let's get to it. The 1,056-foot Norwegian Aqua Prima Plus class mega ship. Norwegian Aqua, the debut vessel in Norwegian Cruise Line's NCL Prima Plus class, ups the ante with a bigger build, sharper design, next level thrills. 10% larger than its Prima class siblings, Aqua flexes more space, height, and flash, enhancing NCL's colorful and modern ship aesthetic. Adrenaline takes the spotlight on Aqua's upper decks, where innovation meets fun. The Aqua Slide Coaster, the world's first hybrid roller coaster and water slide, blasts riders across 3 decks on dual tracks, twisting and turning with power propulsion. Nearby, the drop dares thrill seekers to plunge 10 stories in a near vertical dry slide. The Glow Court pulses with energy, serving as a next-gen sports arena by day. Its LED floor adapted to the game and transforming it into a slick dance club after dark. For a different kind of buzz, the Aqua Game Zone channels retro arcade nostalgia along with immersive virtual reality challenges out in the fresh air. The same brings ping pong, foosball, and outdoor recreation into the mix, rounding out the ship's full throttle fun. It better have some air hockey. Okay, I'm very competitive, and I win all the time. Said everyone, right? Anyway, this is one of the bars here. This is the Metropolitan Bar. Balance the high-octane action in the adults-only Vibe Beach Club, where designed for loungers, a fabulous, or in the words of the Grinch, fabulous rooftop bar and chill cocktails overlook endless blue waters, of course. For a quieter escape, the Mandra Spa delivers a 2-story waterfall. Two-story waterfall. I'm here for it. Fronting warm and cool plunge pools and a dreamy thermal suite, featuring Finnish Himalayan salt, charcoal, and clay saunas. Early risers looking to increase their step count on board gravitate to Ocean Boulevard, which includes a cantilevered glass path for ogling the waves below. So I'm guessing that means this right here is enclosed right here, so you can actually see the water as you're jogging or walking around the Ocean Boulevard. Naturally, endless food and drink are integral to the Aqua Cruise experience, with 17 restaurants, 18 bars and lounges. Yeah. Several of them new or improved. Truskaki serves fragrant curries and seared favorites in a moody, transportive setting, while Plantier tucked into the indulge food hall surprises with innovative, globally inspired plant-based dishes. So that's for all the vegans out there. Even the buffet stands out, particularly clean and full of flavorful surprises like szechuan, eggplant, Caribbean ceviche, and crispy mushroom croquettes. Oh wow! Cocktails flow freely across the ship, from rum spike to mojitos at Metropolitan Bar. That's where I will be, which is this bar right here. That's where I will be. That's actually my drink. You don't really see me there because I was on another part of the ship when they took this photo, but that's neither here nor there. Everything's for entertainment purposes, y'all. Calm down. To the dart field scene at Bullseye Gin Martinis while people are watching at Belvedere Bar. That's Belvedere Vodka, by the way. In the soaring Penrose Atrium. When night falls, the onboard theater delivers productions like Revolution, a celebration of Prince and Elements, The World Expanded, visual symphony of acrobatics, illusions, and immersive sets. Among the access, the Haven debuts its most expansive form to date. This private access, forward-facing enclave feels like a boutique hotel perched atop a mega ship. Expect the brand's most luxurious suites, with many floor-to-ceiling views and some spanning 2 levels, a dedicated restaurant, bar, sun deck, and a stunning infinity pool that seems to float above the horizon. The service impeccably tuned, personal concierge, a 24-hour butler, and attentive crew make it easy to disappear from crowds and then rejoin them when the moment feels right. So this is the Mandarin Spa right here, which that looks gorgeous there. And if you have not been to Haven, I'll put it like this. Carnival has the Havana cabins, right? And that has a little bitty bathtub on the newer ships. On the Vista, it has a heated pool and 2 hot tubs. That's the best Havana cabins, okay, that you can get. But the Haven, child, listen, I will go on a Norwegian cruise just because the freestyle cruise, and I don't mind getting interior cabin. But if I ever get into the Haven, just know I am in heaven, okay? And like I said, they have a dedicated restaurant, so you don't have to really go to the 17 restaurants, because guess what? You go in only as a member of the Haven. Now, I don't know if you can bring a guest from another, cabin. So let's just say that, you and your wife, or you and your husband, or you or your wifey, y'all doing a family reunion and you guys stay in the Haven, they're staying in other suites. I don't know if you can bring them into the Haven, but, just ask, but I don't think you can. So this is the Drop, the 10-story slide. And then, of course, that's the Day Glow Court Sports Arena. So it's a sports arena by day, nightclub at night. Following a late summer season in New York, Norwegian Aqua will begin selling 5- and 7-night Eastern Caribbean itineraries from Miami in October, all of which include a stop at NCL's private island Great Stirrup Cay. The Bahamian Retreat is getting a major upgrade of its own, including a long-awaited multi-ship pier, no more tenders, a resort-style pool with splash zone, expanded cabanas, and a second 5 beach club mirroring the elevated feel on board. All told, Norwegian Aqua is less about checking boxes and more about reimagining what those boxes could be. It's sleek, thoughtfully designed and packaged with experiences that land just right for today's cruise traveler, whether you want to go all out or find your quiet place above the sea. And this is, now I'm told, Naru, a Thai beef dish at Sokoki, photo courtesy of Norwegian Cruise Line. So if you want to know, and by the way, thank you to the 3 people that were here. If you want to know what Great Stirrup Cay looks like and what the enhancements are going to look like, here's a preview of that private island.
Introducing the greatest escape in the Caribbean, the island you've been waiting for. Welcome to the great life on Great Stirrup Cay. This is the greatest pool you've ever seen life, 28,000 square feet of it, and the epic water park life. It's where you can truly experience the whoa life and the floating through paradise life. It's time to escape to a mind-blowing, sky-high tower of water slides and the Here We Go life. Escape to the One More Please Wherever You Please life and kick it into high gear. Escape to where you can kick back and relax. The great life is waiting. Escape to the incredible new Great Stirrup Cay, only with Norwegian Cruise Line.
How amazing is that island? And with that being said, I'm going to turn off my camera now because we done the whole show for an hour. Yes, we have. Man, what a show this morning. I mean, we went from Shannon Sharpe to talking about Norwegian Cruise Line's newest ship. Like, you get it all here. Like I said, with Shannon Sharpe, I don't think they will overshadow your brother getting into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Just be there for your brother and your family. That's all you gotta do, bro. Like, you did what you did, and believe me, the cycle is still continuing about you with this $20 million lawsuit, but the cycle will roll on eventually. Mercedes-Benz with the Microsoft Teams functionality and the new CLA sedan. I think that is amazing. I think that'll probably be on the higher end models that you could probably get as an option. I don't think it's going to be built into every sedan, especially with the tariffs that's going on from a president that should never been elected president. And there's an article saying Kamala Harris actually won the election, but that is neither here nor there. But all the way needs to be heard and be seen and be told for sure. Then, of course, that ride to Saudi Arabia breaking in half. My Lord Jesus, like, just you cannot ever be prepared for the unpredictable, but just be aware of your surroundings. And if you feel uneasy, don't make any apologies for it, right? Tyler Perry and Why Did I Get Married Again, or Why Did I Get Married 3. We'll see how this goes. I mean, a lot of people, talked about Medea's destination wedding. I have not seen it as of yet. Some people say that it was, it was funny, it was good. And some people were like, okay, this is getting really repetitive. So, of course, it is what it is. Nintendo getting up to I think it was 5 billion units. Congratulations to Nintendo. Like I said, this is just the beginning for them. Sincerely, I feel like they could probably do Nintendo arcades around the country next. You know what I mean? That's just me. They could make a Nintendo Family Entertainment Center, but that's a deep dive live job. Lucky Strike having new properties in their portfolio. Shout out to them. I feel like Lucky Strike is really making long-term strides, and I think that being able to have an indoor or outdoor option is growing more and more as a request from consumers. Like I said, we talked about Warner Brothers World in Abu Dhabi and how it was on 38 acres, and we found a plot of land in Orlando that if Warner Brothers wanted to bring that to the United States, they absolutely could. They will have to get their rights from Six Flags back, because without the Looney Tunes, what does Six Flags have, right? I did Deep Dive Live talking about how Six Flags could be the theme park brand of the fans, and Six Flags will have to invest in some old school Disney magic engineers and creatives over there at Six Flags, right? And then, of course, Universal's Epic Universe gaining basically back the money that CNBC would say at about $2 billion, right? So congratulations to Universal Orlando for making it do what it do. And then, of course, Single Riders, the dating app. I pray for that. And listen, I'll get on the app. Why not? You know what I mean? You never know who you might find. And theme parks do have a way of bringing everybody together, regardless if you Black, white, Republican, Democrat, vanilla, chocolate, ice cream lover, whatever your vibe is, there's always a way to find love. So I'm always rooting for love that deserves to be loved on. And of course, Norwegian Cruise Line with the brand new Norwegian Aqua Plus ship that they have. And of course, that great enhancement that'll be coming to Serve. Okay, that'll be happening in 2026, all those enhancements. So very good show this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed it. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. Right now, we did 2 reviews of King's Court. So we might just go ahead and do episode 3 just to get caught up. Of course, tonight, as you all know, Ready to Love is coming on tonight at 8/7 Central. Only on OWN, only here. #OWN, keeping it real. Now, OWN, it's been 5 March, April, May, June, July, August, right? So it's been 6 months. This better be some content worth reviewing, okay? Because you left us in March. August, right? So tomorrow night at 9/8 Central, Heart and Hustle Houston. Run those numbers up, please. Show on that y'all are more than just one-trick ponies out here. Good damn. Anyway, one love, much love, all love. I feel love and send it right back to you. Bye, everybody. See y'all tonight at 6 o'clock. All right, bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But now, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But now, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But now, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Introducing the greatest escape in the Caribbean, the island you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Great Life on Great Stirrup Cay. This is the greatest pool you've ever seen life, 28,000 square feet of it, and the epic water park life. It's where you can truly experience the whoa life and the floating through paradise life. It's time to escape to a mind-blowing, sky-high tower of water slides and the Here We Go life. Escape to the one more please wherever you please life and kick it into high gear. Escape to where you can kick back and relax. The great life is waiting. Escape to the incredible new Great Stirrup Cay, only with Norwegian Cruise Line.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.